tonight on Si's Eyes on the Skies.
Today marked the first day of the meteorological spring. Temperatures are on the rise into the 40s, and I'll tell you what to expect coming up.
Plus, Anthony's in the studio with your national forecast. All that and more on this Thursday, March 1st edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies, starting right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. And this is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies.
I'm now joined by Sara. You know, it's starting to finally feel consistently warmer outside.
I'm
really starting to enjoy this.
I would totally agree. I think we're finally, maybe not quite next week, but done with the snow for now and all the sand and the gross water off the sidewalks on campus, which is nice.
Hopefully you can get some rain to at least get some of that sand off the sidewalk, so I'm not like walking through the beach to get to class.
That's how I feel too. The sand gets everywhere. It's in your shoes. It's all over the classrooms. It's such an issue. But
I'm in Iowa, not Florida.
That's true.
I want to be in Florida.
Yeah, but it looks like
Florida.
I would love to be in Florida too.
Much warmer in Florida.
Yeah, right. But it looks like it's going to warm up a little bit, and then we have a slight chance of snow into next week. But as I mentioned before, today is the first day of the meteorological spring, which is March 1st. The actual first day of spring is on the 20th of March. But still, we're starting to see those warmer temperatures. Today it was mostly sunny and 44 degrees, but it'll cool down to about 21 degrees tonight. Some things to be on the lookout for is, as I mentioned before, temperatures are in the 40s, and it's looking like we're going to stay there for quite a bit of time. There's going to be a little bit of a weekend warm-up into the 50-degree mark, and then we have a slight chance of snow on Monday, but I'll tell you more about that coming up.
All right, thank you, Sara. And now it's time for tonight's weather story. On this day in 1992, a backward march started with record-breaking warmth before transitioning into an unseasonably cold weather by the second week of the month. The warmest readings of the entire month came on the 1st, when the statewide average temperature was about 72 degrees, which was a remarkable 34 degrees above normal. And now we're going to turn to Anthony. What's going on around the nation?
Thank you, Garrett. Well, after a fairly quiet end to February, March is going to start off with a big bang here for us. Right now, temperatures are pretty consistent across the map with 45 in Kansas City, 58 in Memphis. But across the Northeast, you guys are in for a big nor'easter coming your way. Stay tuned and we'll let you know how much snow and rain and what a mess you can expect next.
Welcome back. Hopefully you weren't enjoying outside too much, because Anthony has got what's coming up around the nation.
Thank you, Garrett. Well, as I mentioned, it was a pretty quiet end to February, and as we go into the next couple of days, it's really going to pick up with temperatures right now, 37 in Minneapolis, 58 in Memphis, so pretty comfortable for end of February, beginning of March. Our temperatures for the Midwest right now, 33 in Sioux Falls, 41 in Des Moines. So pretty nice. You're going to want to stay inside, bundle up, turn that heat up. But 55 right now in Pittsburgh. Over here in the Northeast, you guys are expecting a big snowstorm coming in. Snowstorm, rain, a big mess coming in for the rest of the week. And we'll get to that a little bit later. 72 right now in New Orleans, so very comfortable. 60 degrees in Jackson. And down here in Florida, as you guys are always consistent with nice warm temperatures, man, it sounds nice to be down there right now. 65 degrees in Las Vegas, 40 in Flagstaff, so pretty consistent, not much change here. 45 in Boise, 47 in Elko, with some mid-30s off here on the coast. So the weather pattern is staying about the same as it has been for the past couple days. And that's going to really change up, though, with satellite and radar showing that for you here, with some rain showers coming into the west coast in California. And here is that messy system right here across the Northeast. In Ohio, you guys are getting in on this, bringing some rain, freezing rain, high winds, all that. So just stay inside, bundle up. I'm sure schools are going to be taking a look at this and deciding to close, most likely, because it's just going to be a mess with lots of snow. High wind warnings, winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, New York, Washington, you guys are all getting in on that. So just take note of the local news. Watch and see what's going to happen as this story is definitely changing. Our upper atmosphere, here's the jet stream for you. This is our 500 millibar upper atmosphere pattern, which generally we look at to see what's going to happen in the pattern. What are the temperatures going to do? So out west, we have what's called a trough right here, bringing in some cooler temperatures. And here's that ridge in the Midwest that's keeping us pretty comfortable across the next couple of days. And out here in the east, there is that big storm painting the perfect picture for you on there. And out here in the West Coast, you guys are going to be pretty messy with some snow and some rain with that system. And our big focus, though, here, look at this. The Midwest, you guys are staying nice and clear. Saturday at 12:30 p.m., get outside. It's going to be beautiful out there, not as it's going to be in the Northeast. Look at this big monster storm right here, taking hold with some rain, showers, just gross conditions. Not going to be wanting to go outside. Forecast highs for tomorrow, 62 in Denver, 54 in Santa Fe. Bit of a contrast here with 71 in Phoenix. And across the board, not too bad for March, but there's that jet stream showing you in that pattern with the 500 millibar temps, changing it up, and that jet stream beginning to migrate and show some cooler temperatures. New York City, our Travel City forecast, 43 on Friday with 60% chance of rain. And kind of as we go into the rest of this extended forecast, you guys are hanging in the mid-40s with some general chances for showers, but nothing too concerning. Back to you, Garrett.
Thank you, Anthony. Well, you saw it. Snow, probably. Rain, even possible. But tornadoes, probably not. But tonight's trivia question does have tornadoes in it. What time of day is the best development for tornadic activity? Is that A, 6 a.m. to about 10 a.m., B, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., C, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., or D, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.? We're going to have your answer coming up, but we're going to have a look at what the week ahead with Sarah.
Thanks, Garrett. And currently outside in Ames, we're looking at 38 degrees, which is pretty consistent across the state of Iowa. And I'll have more about that warm-up coming up right after this. Welcome back. I'm meteorologist Sara Foernssler, and as I mentioned before, we're seeing very consistent temperatures across the state of Iowa today. It was 38 degrees in Ames, slightly warmer down south at 41, but for the most part, they're seeing 30 to 40 degree temperatures, which is going to stay pretty consistent throughout the week, but we are going to see a slight warm-up tomorrow. Now, taking a look, you probably noticed today was full of sunshine for definitely a change, not even a little bit of cloud cover. There is a small system out west, as you can see, out in the Illinois, Indiana, Ohio region, which brings them a little bit of rain and a chance of snow. Lots of cloud cover coming along with that as well. But again, here in Iowa, we're looking at clear skies for a couple days ahead. Now, what it feels like right now with the wind chill and everything, it's a little bit cooler at 30 degrees, but again, since it's only 34 outside currently, that's not been too much of a change. And across the state of Iowa, it's very consistent. Luckily, no cities are getting too much more warm than we are. And down south and out west, we are seeing slightly more harsh winds than we are seeing in Ames. Ames is at 10 miles per hour, which is very consistent for this time. And out in Burlington, Davenport, Dubuque area, they're seeing winds out of the northwest at 10 to 14 miles per hour, which again, nothing too major, especially for this time of the year. Now tonight we're looking at not too much of a drop from where we're at now. It's going to be 32 in Ames, just about the freezing mark. Up north they're going to just dip down below that freezing mark at 29 and 30 degrees. And out west they're seeing, again, very similar to what we would expect at this time of the year. Tomorrow, as I mentioned before, we are seeing about a 5-degree warm up here in Ames, and it'll be about 48 around 3 p.m. tomorrow. In Des Moines, they're going to break the 50 mark. And down south, they will also do that as well. But up north, they're staying in the mid 40-degree line. But again, pretty warm temperatures and sunny skies ahead. Now tonight, the low that we will hit would be 22 degrees, and the winds, again, pretty calm out of the north, which does bring cooler temperatures into the night, but that'll shift tomorrow. And the winds will be at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And again, cloudy, just a little bit of fog forming as well. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny skies, a lot like we saw today, but a little bit of an increase in the temperature, so you probably will not need that winter coat all day tomorrow, as the temperature will be at about 48 degrees. Now looking at the week ahead in Ames, as I mentioned before, we're going to see a slight warm up into the weekend. We're looking at 55 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. Monday is where we're seeing that slight chance of a snow, rain mixed snow. Depending on the temperature, it'll probably most likely be rain. And again, Tuesday we're seeing another 40% chance of rain. And through the week, we are cooling down into 37, but then back up into 41, staying pretty consistent.
Could we see tornadoes by Monday or Tuesday? Probably not. But in the trivia question, you can. What is the best time of day for tornadic development? Is it A, 6 to 10 a.m., B, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., C, there we go, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., or D, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.? What are you guys thinking?
I'm leaning towards 3 to 6 p.m.
3 to 6?
Just because it seems like that's when a lot of the severe weather ingredients come together in the
That
afternoon.
seems to be the general
I would
consensus
agree
of
with
this
that.
station.
Yeah. Oh, so you're
3 to
taking my
6.
answer, I see?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's copying. That's academic
That's
dishonesty.
a copy.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
3 to
You
6
were
p.m.
right.
Wow.
3 to 6.
Last week
We
I
are
was
on
at an
it.
outreach event at an elementary school, and one of the trivia questions was actually this: what is the best time of day for tornadic activity? Except theirs was 3 to 9 p.m.
Oh.
So it gave them a little more
Sorry,
leeway.
I didn't give them the extra 3 hours.
I don't know. I think that's pretty accurate though. 3 to 6
think
p.m.
so.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
For sure.
At least it makes it warmer when you have the 3 to 6. Just not so much of the cooler temperatures
sure.
after 4 p.m.
Absolutely.
Means maybe possibly warmer soon.
Possibly. You guys excited for the tornado season?
Oh yeah. You can go out
Yes.
there,
I
drive
am
around,
a bit.
get some
Drive-
pictures finally.
Get some pictures.
Yeah.
Been waiting all year for pictures.
I think most
Finally
of us
got to run
have.
this
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
End of the February month was definitely showing a big warm-up for us, so
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's going to be changing coming into the next week, but
Hopefully the sunshine sticks around for us, because I don't want to be over off to the east.
you don't want a
I'm not
nor'easter?
pointing at you,
yeah.
but pointing off to the east, that would be
Yeah, those guys are going to be dealing with a big system that is not going to be fun.
no,
Yeah.
Not for us.
No.
not for us. Let's go. Sunshine
Yeah.
and calm conditions for the weekend. I'm looking forward to that. So, unfortunately, though, that's going to conclude tonight's show. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can find every show on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.